Imagine unleashing a golden griffin from Maranello's lair, its sculpted flanks slicing coastal curves like a Ferrari fantasy come alive. A twin-turbo V8 symphonizing 640 horses in a roar that rivals the Med's waves. The 2026 Ferrari Amalfi isn't just the Roma's heir, it's Ferrari's bold bridge to balance bliss, blending grand touring grace with supercar savagery to deliver 199 miles per hour poise without punishing the passenger, out-elegizing the Bentley Continental GT while honoring the prancing horse's pedal-to-plank passion. If the Roma's refined ride left you craving more character and control, ignite your imagination with this intoxicating intro to the all-new 2026 Ferrari Amalfi, where we'll trace its triumphant trajectory, savor its stylistic symphony, and spotlight the engineering that makes every drive a Dolce Vita delight. The Amalfi's ancestry accelerates from Ferrari's GT Golden Age, succeeding the 2020 Roma as Maranello's entry-level icon. It evolves the front-mid V8 formula that defined the California and Portofino, unveiled in a sun-drenched Amalfi ceremony on July 1, 2025, to evoke Italian idol. Production surges at Modena's Miracle Works for Q2 2026 deliveries, headlining the Scuderia Speciale in Oro Argento with carbon weaves and laser-etched badges, capped at 499 units for exclusivity. This rebirth responds to client calls for tactile triumphs amid touchscreen tides, retaining pure ice purity before Ferrari's 2026 EV dawn, targeting affluent adventurers who demand daily drivability with 12,000 annual sales ambition, positioning the Amalfi to eclipse Porsche 911 in versatility while preserving Ferrari's fearless flair. Designed for the 2026 Amalfi abstracts aggression into art, measuring 183 inches on a 105-inch wheelbase for nimble nobility. The prow? A minimalist maw with slitted LED slits evoking eyes of envy. No grille gape, but aero intakes feeding fury, crowned by a sculpted hood channeling wind like whispering waves. Sides surge with haunch-like hips, frameless doors, and 20-inch forged stars in gloss black, hugging 245/285 summer slicks for a 0.32 CD whisper. The tail? A full-width slash concealing taillights, active wing deploying 3 ways for 242 pounds downforce at 155 miles per hour. Quad pipes exhaling in harmony. In Oro Argento, it gleams like coastal cliffs, 110 pounds lighter via aluminum chassis and recycled fibers, fusing Roma romance with 296 dynamism, a canvas for commissions from exposed weaves to Riviera rivets. Cabin craft conjures a dual-cockpit duet, seating 4 in a sanctuary where driver dominance meets passenger parity, banishing the Roma's screen squeeze for spatial splendor. Alcantara-wrapped buckets hug with 14-way power, heating, and ventilation, rear thrones folding for 12.7 cubic feet cargo, offering 32 inches legroom amid privacy glass. The helm? A binnacle with 10.25-inch horizontal touchscreen on Ferrari OS, physical red start button igniting the ritual, Manatino dial commanding chaos, and a passenger display for symbiotic speed. Ambient LEDs in 16, prancing shades pulse with power, a 16-speaker Burmester orchestra envelops in ecstasy, and machined aluminum tunnel suspends controls for ergonomic elegance. Safety? 360 cameras with night vision, adaptive cruise with lane keep, and side slip control 7.0 for savior stability, all orchestrated for thrill without terror. Power pulses from an Evolve 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8, wet-sumped at 631 horsepower and 561 pound-feet, redlining to 7,600 RPM with independent turbo mapping for lagless lunge. Mated to an 8-speed dual-clutch and rear drive with e-diff. 0 to 62 miles per hour erupts in 3.3 seconds, 0 to 124 in 9.0. Efficiency at 20 miles per gallon combined with stop-start serenity. Modes from wet for rain, ready to race, unlocking launch and drift, topping 199 miles per hour ungoverned, with brake-by-wire ABS Evo, halting 124 to 0 in 394 feet. A hybrid variant lurks for 2027 with 800 horsepower, but the Amalfi's acoustic assault, intake howls, and exhaust barks tuned for cabin thrill, celebrates combustion's crescendo before electrification. Dynamics deliver divine dance. Double wishbone and multi-link on Magnin rheological shocks grip 1.02G with playful poise. Electric power steering with rear axle aid feels telepathic, and carbon ceramic discs optional for track tenacity. It corners with 296 agility, yet cruises with Roma repose, hushed at 65 decibels via acoustic foam. Base at $275,000, Scuderia $325,000, steals versus the 911 Turbo S with more GT grandeur than the McLaren GT. It out-versatiles the Roma, out-charms the DB12, Amalfi's alchemic allure. As this golden gamble graces its finale, the 2026 Ferrari Amalfi affirms Ferrari's fervent fusion of form, fury, and finesse, crafting a GT gospel for grand gestures. From Riviera runs to Rebel Revs, it's the Amalfi anthem. Would you wing it as daily or dedicate to dreams? Declare below, like if the V8 vibrates, and subscribe to New Car for more Ferrari firestorms and beyond. Prancing persists. Prance on.